to the Lakers Warriors game, man. This was a good game. The Lakers were up by 14 early in the game. The Warriors went up by like 11 or 12 in the second quarter. But LeBron, man, LeBron went crazy today, man. I think he had what 57 points, 56, something like that. Maybe 58. But LeBron went off, man. He was hitting three after three after three. Uh, and there was nothing the Warriors could do, man. And I'm more focused on the Golden State Warriors, to be honest with you guys, man. The Warriors are frauds. They can't rebound. They're too small. They need Draymond Green, but even with Draymond Green, man, Draymond Green ain't solving all their problems, man. The Golden State Warriors should have made a trade at the trade deadline, man. Because this Warriors team, I don't even know if they're gonna win in the first round. To be honest with you guys, man. I'm not even sure if the Warriors, man. I don't know, man. I mean Jordan Poole went good, did good. Steph Curry played well in the fourth. Klay Thompson, man, Klay Thompson, I feel bad for the guy, man. Klay Thompson, in that game looked terrible. Yeah, man, Klay was horrible on both sides. He was getting cooked on defense and he couldn't hit a shot on offense, man. But man, you got to give credit to the Lakers, man. They played really well down the stretch of the game. Now, are the Lakers still not a very good team? Yeah, yeah. I mean, they're still not that good, but they played really well tonight. LeBron went off. Late in the fourth, though, it was big plays made by Austin Reeves. It was big plays made by Carmelo Anthony. A lot of big plays, man. Malik Monk made some great plays down the stretch of the game. It was a good game. You know what I mean? But Golden State Warriors, man, I don't like what I'm seeing. Like they have blown. They blew a huge lead to Dallas. They blew this lead tonight against the Lakers, and then the other night they got blown out by Minnesota, man. So there's something going on with the Golden State Warriors, man. I think it might be a locker room thing. You know what I mean? Because if I'm Jordan Poole, I'm like, why y'all putting me on the bench? You know what I mean? Like I've been balling all year. I'm averaging like 18 points a game, and this guy hasn't played in 2 years. You're gonna let this guy come in and take my spot in the starting lineup, man? If I was Jordan Poole, I'd be furious with the role that Golden State's giving me. Because right now, Clay eventually will be better than Jordan Poole, but what I think the Warriors screwed up is they messed their entire flow up. I think by bringing Clay back in the starting lineup. I think you needed to. Um, You know what I mean? I think you need to ease Clay in. You know what I mean? Bring Clay off the bench. You know what I mean? Ease him in. You know what I mean? But Steve Kerr, that's why I don't think Steve Kerr's that good of a coach, man. You know what I mean? That's why I think he's overrated. Because what they did to Jordan Poole was disgraceful, man. Jordan Poole should have never been yanked out of the starting lineup for Clay Thompson. You know what I mean? Clay, still very good. Had a terrible night tonight. He should have came in off the bench, man. Man, OCT, man. Hey, you want Jaylen Brown, huh? Give us man, we don't even want Anthony Davis. We're the Celtics are good. We're chilling. Um we play Brooklyn tomorrow, in fact. That'll be a good game. Um man, what else I want to talk about? Oh yeah. I mean the Lakers, they who they play? They play San Antonio Monday. No, that's a winnable game. They could win that one, and then they play Houston. They'll win that one. They play the Wizards. They'll likely win that one. So, um, man, you want Tatum, bro? I think every team in the league would want Tatum and Brown. You know what I mean? But you can't have them. We're balling. You know what I mean? The Celtics ain't giving them two up. You know what I mean? No way in hell. Unless Jason Tatum says or Jalen Brown says, I'm leaving. You know what I mean? Trade me, which well, why would they do that? You know, Tatum Brown are balling right now. There's no reason for them to leave. So Tatum and Brown are going to be Celtics for at least the next 3 or 4 years, I think, unless something crazy happens. Um, but and you also said Westbrook, man, if the Celtics trade for Jalen Brown, Russell Westbrook, man, I swear, bro, I swear, you know what I mean? They better not trade for Russell Westbrook. No way. I don't want that dude on my team. Nope. I see what Laker fans go through watching him every night. If I had to deal with those shenanigans on my Celtics, bro, I don't know what I would do. Crazy. Yeah, shit's crazy, man. You know what I mean? The Golden State Warriors, man, I'm very disappointed because before the season started, I picked the Golden State Warriors to win it all. You know what I mean? I said this team's gonna win the championship. They're a much deeper team and they're a much better team. You know what I mean? They got a very deep team. But what I've been seeing lately, man, frankly, man, I don't even know if they're gonna get out of the first round. You know what I mean? The Warriors, man. I don't see it. You know what I mean? I just don't watch them play tonight, man. They can't rebound. You know what I mean? The Lakers ate them up on the boards tonight. You know what I mean? Ate them up. It's they couldn't grab a rebound to save their life. Steve Kerr, man, I think Steve Kerr screwed this team up. I think how Steve Kerr screwed this team up is by trying to force Clay into the lineup as early as he did, man, by taking Jordan Poole out of the lineup. You know what I mean? I thought that was a bad move. I didn't like that move from the start, man. I just don't. I never bought into it. Never understood why they made that move. Um, Celtics are a first round exit, man. Stop hating, bro. You know what I mean? Get the hate out of your blood, man. You know what I mean? Celtics ain't no first round exit, bro. If we played the Chicago Bulls today, we would smoke the Bulls. You know what I mean? Like DeRozan and Levine and Lonzo, it's a cute little story, but guess what, man? The Celtics would lock them dudes up on defense, bro. You know what I mean? Chicago Bulls don't stand a chance against the Celtics. Um, Steve Kerr, Steve Kerr is an overrated coach, man. You know what I mean? Steve Kerr gets carried by his talent. And by the way, guys, I never had a chance to say this on a live stream. This is my first time going live since, but I want to thank you all, man, for 5,000 subscribers, man. Huge honor, huge blessing, man. I just wanted to point that out real quick. Never got a chance to say thanks for that, so appreciate you guys. For 5K, we're gonna keep grinding, keep working. You know what I mean? The next goal is to get 10,000. You know what I mean? That's milestone. Bulls and 6. Yeah, okay. Yeah, yeah, right. Bulls and 6. So, okay. I might give the Bulls 2 games against Celtics. It'd be Celtics in 6. Bro, how can you bet against Celtics right now? How? They're literally the hottest team in the league right now. And the Bulls, guess what? They can't beat good teams. They can't beat good teams. Do you see a Bulls record against above 500 teams? It's pretty bad. They struggle against the top teams in the NBA. So, and the Celtics, they're they're a top team in the NBA. You know what I mean? At least since the new year. Best defensive team, uh, great passing team. And Emmanuel Udoka, man. You know what I mean? What a job this guy's doing, man. You know what I mean? Because I hated Emmanuel Udoka. You know what I mean? Like throughout the first 2 or 3 months of the season, I couldn't stand him. But as the seasons went on, now I really like Emmanuel Udoka. You know what I mean? I like how he's coaching the team. So Celtics are on the rise. Man, bro, get the hell out of here, man. Tatum's better than both of them players. DeRozan, he's having a nice season, but you know what I mean? What has DeMar DeRozan done in the playoffs? And what has Zach LaVine done in the NBA? You know what I mean? Tatum and Brown have been to the Eastern Conference Finals, what, 3 times? So don't give me that. You know what I mean? Tatum and Brown, I would take that duo over DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine. You know what I mean? DeRozan's having a great year, but I'll still take Jason Tatum when it matters the most over DeMar DeRozan. Lakers had Westbrook at small forward. Hey, man, the Lakers are a clunky team, man. They're clunky. Um, they're a funny team, man. Um, very clunky. Yeah, Augustine did okay. I mean, Augustine did well. Um, that's what he's there to do, honestly, is to just space the floor for LeBron James and the Lakers, man. He played well. Um, And you could clearly tell, man, at this point of the season, LeBron James is really just playing to, pass Kareem, you know what I mean? Or to try to get as close as possible to passing Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for points, you know what I mean? Because I don't wanna poop on the Lakers parade, because I know everybody's happy they won tonight, but let's face it, man, I'm not even sure this team is gonna make the playoffs, man. I don't see it, man. If they make it, I think they're gonna get bounced in 4 or 5 games, man. Um, I just I know everybody's gonna be hyped after this game, but I'm not buying it. LeBron had to drop almost 60 points just for them to barely beat the Warriors, man. You know what I mean? You think LeBron's gonna do that every single night? I don't think so. So, they're still the same lazy defensive team. Very clunky on offense, man, and, Russell Westbrook, is still Russell Westbrook, so the Lakers ain't doing nothing. But that was probably their best win of the season, you know what I mean? That was probably the best win they've had all year long. Um, let's see, what else? What else happened tonight, man? Not a lot really happened. I mean, yeah, the Dallas Mavericks, man. I'm gonna make a video about the Dallas. I'm gonna start making videos about these teams, guys. By the way, make sure y'all stay tuned, man. I got videos coming. Um, every night I'm gonna do a live stream. You know what I mean? Right around when every game's over with. You know what I mean? We're gonna break down the games. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. That's coming. Um, I think the Dallas Mavericks, man. Honestly, they're a dark horse to win it all. I think. Um, the Mavericks are playing really well, and guess what? I was wrong about the Porzingis trade. You know what I mean? I'll take the L on that one. I thought it was a terrible trade for Dallas, but Spencer Dinwiddie has came there and he's played really well. And Bertans is hitting his threes. I don't know what happened in Washington, why he couldn't hit anything, but all of a sudden when he gets to Dallas, he starts hitting his threes again. Um, but hey, man, I was wrong about the Porzingis trade, man. The Mavericks won the deal as of right now. Um, um, Dallas offense, yeah, I know it looks way better, man. Hey, boards, I'll take the L. You know what I mean? That's an L that I'll take. They Porzingis, yep, man. Augustine played. I like what Augustine brought. You know what I mean? He brought pace and he hit threes, man. And that's really what the Lakers need. They need a guy that could space the floor. They desperately need someone. Um, Man, I still can't believe what I watched, man. LeBron went off, man. That was Le bro, that was one of the best games offensively that I've seen LeBron play. You know what I mean? I've watched a lot of LeBron. He was spectacular tonight, man. Absolutely dominated. He dominated from start to finish. That was total domination. And he punked the Warriors. Let's be honest, man. You know what I mean? The Warriors, man, I don't get what I'm seeing from them. You know what I mean? Like I just the Warriors. I don't know, man. Something's not right with that team. Um, Something ain't right. Give me a recap of the game. Okay, LeBron went crazy. He had 58 points, I think. Russ played well. Augustine hit threes. Carmelo played well. Golden State killing them in the second and third quarter, and then Golden State stopped rebounding. He had 56. My bad. So basically, what happened is that the Warriors were in control for most of the game, and then the Lakers just went crazy in the fourth quarter, and the Lakers came back and won against Golden State. And by the way, another game that Golden State's blown. You know what I mean? Golden State keeps on blowing these games, man. That's another red flag with the Warriors. 56 points, 10 rebounds, 60% from the field. LeBron was dominant. LeBron absolutely ate them alive tonight. Um, and that just shows me two things. One, LeBron is still dominant. You know what I mean, even in his 19th year, LeBron is still he's still a beast. And then two, the Golden State Warriors, they're weak. They're weak. Absolutely weak. You know what I mean? Man, LeBron ain't the GOAT, bro. LeBron LeBron is dominated tonight, but I'm not sure if LeBron will be able to score 50 points every game. You know what I mean? And the Lakers barely won. That's the sad thing about this. LeBron was so dominant and he killed Golden State. Absolutely killed them. And they barely won. And boards, I'll give you credit with this. You know what I mean? You're right about Clay. Watching Clay tonight, man, Clay looks awful. Clay looks terrible. Clay was getting burned on defense all night, and on offense, he was basically just he couldn't do anything. He couldn't hit a shot. Clay was awful. At this point, the Golden State Warriors, man, they might have to consider putting Clay on the bench. Jordan Poole, I think they need to start Jordan Poole, man. You know what I mean? Let Clay ease into the game. You know what I mean? Jordan Poole is right now probably a little better than Clay Thompson as of right now. Tatum the GOAT. Yeah, facts. Hey Edwin, we gonna beat Brooklyn tomorrow? You think we'll be good against Brooklyn? I think we should be solid against the Nets. But who knows, man? KD, especially Kyrie. Kyrie always goes crazy against us. You know what I mean? That's one thing to worry about. Um, but I think the Celtic team is different, man. Defensively, I know we're gonna clamp them up, so I think we should be fine in that matchup against Brooklyn. I'm not gonna say Clay's washed, but Clay's in a bad slump right now. And I think Jordan Poole should be getting more minutes. Exactly. LeBron 56 and they won by 8. And guess what? When LeBron was scoring on points, the worst they're up by like 10, 11 points. So what does that say about Golden State? What does that say about Golden State? What's that say about them? Like, are you kidding me? You know what I mean? Because everybody's going to talk about how great LeBron played, and rightfully so. But I'm more focused on Golden State. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier in the stream, I picked the Golden State Warriors to get to the NBA Finals and possibly win the championship. Right now, I think they might lose in the first round. And I know that might sound crazy, but I don't like what I'm seeing from Golden State, man. I really don't. There's a lot of red flags. They blow a lot of leads. That's first of all. They can't rebound. That's second of all. And they have a hard time stopping people on defense. You know what I mean? So it's hard for them to get stops. They blow leads constantly, and they can't really rebound that well. You know what I mean? And maybe when Draymond Green comes back, maybe all them problems will magically go away. Maybe. But the Warriors, they're in a lot of trouble right now. And they should have made a trade. I said it at right around the trade deadline. I was like, the Golden State Warriors have to make another trade. They have to make a trade. Bottom line, they have to get someone there that can get rebounds and you know what I mean? They need another wing player. Bottom line. and they didn't do it, and now who knows? You know what I mean? 'Cause there's red flags. There's red flags all over the board. The Jazz suck. The Jazz are horrible. Donovan Mitchell might be out of there after the season. Um, I think he might demand a trade to get out of Utah. Um, but guess what, man? Y'all see that video that the Clippers posted on Instagram, man? You guys see that video? Paul George is coming back. Paul George is coming back, man. He's in the gym. He was putting up shots. In fact, I might post that as a short clip. I don't know though. I'm thinking about it. But PG, he's coming back, man. If they get Paul George back, man, the Clippers, I'm telling you all, man, the Clippers might go on a run. You know what I mean? They're a deep team. Ty Lue is one of the best coaches in the league. Just keep an eye on the Clippers, man, if they get Paul George back. Because if they get Paul George back, I read an article, what was it, 2 days ago, saying that Paul George might come back by the end of March. You know what I mean? So if he's back by the end of this month, I think the Clippers will definitely get in the playoffs. And then with Paul George and that team, I think they can shock somebody in the first round. You know what I mean? I really do. Um, just keep an eye out for the Clippers. Um, I don't think Kawhi Leonard's coming back. I think Kawhi's out for the year, but Paul George, he's coming back. Um, I mean, you guys should, if you have Instagram, just go to the Clippers page and watch Paul George. Man, he looks good, and he looks like he's ready to return soon from his injury. So it's something to keep an eye out on. Now the Clippers should have won last year. You know what I mean? Let's be honest. They should have won um, last season. If Kawhi, I'll say this forever. If Kawhi Leonard didn't tear his ACL, Clippers would have smoked Phoenix, and they would have beaten Milwaukee. They would have beaten the Bucks in the NBA Finals. You know what I mean? Because Kawhi Leonard has had a lot of success guarding Giannis Antetokounmpo. You know what I mean? And the Clippers were deep, and that injury, man, that injury could be a huge what if. You know what I mean? What if Kawhi Leonard never tore his ACL in that Utah series? I think the Clippers would have won the championship. That's just me. Um, because even with that even with that injury, um, they beat Utah. They win the next two games without Kawhi. They beat Utah in six. And then they pushed Phoenix, man. Game one was really close. Game two, they should have won. I think they won game three. I can't remember if they lost. They lost game four. I know that. They won game five and lost game six. Um, they pushed the Phoenix Suns to 6 games without Kawhi Leonard, man. You're right, Philip. Anything can happen in the playoffs. You know what I mean? In a 7 game series. Who's coming out of the East, man? I don't know. I don't know, Philip. I don't know. That's a tough question. Maybe Milwaukee. You know what I mean? I think as much as I hate to say it, I think you gotta roll with the champs. You know what I mean? I just don't see Philadelphia doing it, man. I don't see them doing it. Harden always shrinks in the playoffs, and Doc Rivers is the worst playoff coach in NBA history. And I'm not just saying that opinionated. That's facts. Um, Go look at the record. Doc Rivers is one of the worst coaches in the playoffs. Um, I don't see him. Miami, I'm not sold on them either, man. They look like a regular season team to me. Um, Hopefully they can prove me wrong because I like their team, but uh, they seem like a regular season team, right? Because I gotta roll with the Bucks. I gotta roll with the Milwaukee Bucks, man. I need to go live more often. Yeah, I try, Philip. You know what I mean? I have a busy schedule, but anytime I can go live, I'll definitely be able to go live for sure. I'm gonna try doing it more often. You know what I mean, as the season goes on, um, down the stretch here. So stay tuned. Philly. So you think Philly win the East? I mean, I mean, Harden and Embiid are good. Um, mm, I just don't like the way they play because really, what Embiid and Harden are, they're the two players in the NBA that look for fouls, right? They're the two players in the NBA that search out to get fouled. And in the playoffs, when the game slows down and the refs swallow their whistle, uh, and they're not bailing Philly out with bad calls, I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna react to that. But we'll have to see. Tyrese Maxey for Philly though, he's playing really well. You know what I mean? Tyrese Maxey is good, and he might be the difference maker for them if they win it all. You know what I mean? Tyrese Maxey's looking really good. Um, let's see what else, man. You think Memphis or Phoenix in the West? I think, honestly, I think these are the three teams in the West that I think can win it this year. I think Phoenix can win it. I think Memphis can win it. And I think the Dallas Mavericks can win it. I'm high on the Dallas Mavericks, man. Ever that Porzingis trade, I can't believe I'm saying this. That trade made him so much better. Spencer Dinwiddie has been balling ever since that trade's been made. Bertans can hit threes. Jalen Brunson is really good, really skilled. You know what I mean? Very steady. Luka Doncic. You know, I mean, we all know how good Luka is. I don't need to say anything about that. And by the way, Luka might steal the MVP. Just saying. Um, watch out for the Mavericks. I think the three best teams are the Suns. I think Memphis, and I think the Mavericks. I said Memphis. Where the Mavs in the West? I think they're like fourth. I think they're the fourth best. I think they're fourth seed right now, either fifth or fourth. They're somewhere in the 4-5 spot, I believe. They might be number three, in fact. I haven't checked the standings in like a day or two. I gotta check them. But the Dallas Mavericks, I think they're a legit threat to get to the finals. Um, and another team, I think the Denver Nuggets. I think if the Nuggets get back Murray and Porter and they get into a groove before the playoffs start, I think the Nuggets could be a tough team to beat in the playoffs, too. The West, the West at the end of the season might get really interesting. You know what I mean? Um, I think it's going to get interesting. Let's see. Do you all have anything else? Ask me a couple more questions. I could stay on for another couple more minutes. Let's see. Do y'all have any more questions? What about what about the Rockets? Rockets might get the number four pick in the draft. Number three. Fire away questions. Any more questions? Going once, going twice. Any more questions? And that will do it. All right, guys. Smash the like button, man. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that notification bell, man. Thank you all for 5,000 subscribers, man. Obviously, you know, I mean, just want to say that one more time. Means a lot. Huge blessing. You guys are the best. All right, peace.